welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Random Tarot 420. Back with another general, random, timeless reading. I'll be using the Chakra Oracle to get a general overall feel of the story, and then I'll pull some tarot just to see if I can get any more insight or a side story to the situation, and that'll be that. If you stumbled into my channel, this might resonate. There might be something in this message for you, or perhaps there is on one of my other videos. I've got quite a bunch there and a lot more to come. First card, we got Workaholic. I just got this card not long ago. Someone working too hard? All work and no play? I'm pretty sure I have a reading already called that. But we'll see what this is about. Workaholic with Is there someone that you know that seems to be at work all the time and it's affecting you? You don't believe that they're actually going to work? Someone lying to you about going to work? Someone lying about going to work? It's recovery. Someone hasn't been able to go to work because there's some kind of medical condition that you've been saying that you can't go to work because of this medical condition, but realistically you actually are recovering just fine and you are able to go to work. So if you are telling someone that you can't go to work because you're of this reason, you better be careful. These people could be on to you. Or if you've been lying to your boss saying you can't go to work because you're sick and you need to recover, you might want to be careful with that. And with expansion, it looks like the woman's pregnant, so maybe you're on maternity leave right now. Maybe you've been home on maternity leave. You want to make sure maybe something happened with the baby. My condolences. Baby seems fine, but now you're overworking yourself. You're tiring yourself out taking care of this baby. It's affecting your work. It's affecting everything. But you have to be there for the baby, and that makes total sense. But this might end up causing some sort of problems with your work. Or it could be that you've been at home, recovering from something. It's got you at home in recovery, and your partner, you're not sure if they're actually going to work when they say they are. I'm just gonna get one more card. Nope, that's way too many. Can't do that. Can't do that. And I got gossip. And impatience is here too. Yeah, I feel like your work is like impatient, like they want you to come back and they're like on you, but you know, and they're talking about it, possibly they've talked to you about it, and you keep saying, well, you know, Perhaps there's someone here that's been making up stories about going to work. Making up excuses for why they can't go to work. And, you know, the company is talking about it. I feel like it's safe to say that they're figuring it out. There's some kind of talk about this going on. I'm just going to get a tarot here, see if I can get a little bit more. I'm using my zombie tarot. With the Fool. And the Two of Swords. And the Ten of Hazards, yeah. Or you're not sure if you should take this risk and go back to work because you want to stay home with your baby. But it is also, you're like, but I need to make money for the baby, so you're tied in between some kind of place of not knowing of what's the right thing to do about this, and you might be getting some backlash from your partner or your family about why you're not going back to work. You can't make this decision. It's safe to say if you don't make a decision soon, you're going to get called out about this behavior by someone. Ace of Cups. Or if you don't go back to your job soon, this person has no choice but to hire someone else and replace you. Yeah, that's really all I'm seeing here is someone that can't make up their mind about what's the best thing to do for your family right now. You feel like you're possibly letting your family down. But if you're not healed, you're not healed. And if baby's not healed, baby's not healed. And if you feel you need to be there to help for this recovery, you know, people are going to talk. They're going to say shit. It's going to happen. You might end up losing this job. I don't know. But the Ace of Cups is the last card that came out, you know. So if you think it through, you know, and make a decision, you know, on what you're going to do, you might come up with a new idea about, you know, or some new way of handling this situation so that it solves all of this turmoil with the company or your partner or your family or whoever's been sort of backlashing on you about making this choice. Like, what are you doing? Why don't you go back to work? Why don't you just put the children in daycare? Why don't you do these things? But people are going to talk, you know, they're going to talk. Maybe it's best to take time to recover and figure out what you really want to do. I mean, I don't suggest putting yourself, you need money to raise a family, you need money to take care of yourself, you need this money. Temperance. On the bottom of the deck, I've got the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, so I see someone really, really stuck in a place of really just not knowing what's the right thing to do with this job. And they're, from what I can tell, this place is getting impatient. They're talking, they're saying shit about you. Maybe that's part of the reason you don't want to go, is because of the way you're getting treated there as well. And you're like, I need to, you know, all I've been doing is busting my ass for these people, is another scenario. I don't know, you're gonna have to make a decision on this one soon, though, I think, because if you don't, you might be getting some kind of phone call about this from somewhere. You might find out you lost your job, or they're going to phone you and say, like, listen, you know, either this is going to go on or this is going to end. And it's up to you to figure out, you know, ultimately what you're going to do here. If you know, I don't suggest anyone putting themselves into a situation of having no money. So think this one through, because it seems like a big decision. There's a lot of major arcanas here. The Hangman, the Fool, Death, Temperance. 4 out of 7 of the tarot are major decision to be had. It's good to take time to recover. It's good to take time to be healthy, to feel healthy, but, you know, you have to decide, like, is it worth having no money? Like, is it worth all the turmoil of this relationship? If this money situation is causing problems. The 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. I don't know. It's a very basic story. There's just someone here who keeps saying that they're going to work and they're not, and their company's mad, and possibly their partner and their family is pissed off, and you might be losing your job because you keep making up excuses that you're sick and stuff like that, and not going to work, or you're late. Been late a lot. You could be possibly losing your job. That's going to force you into this new opportunity as well. And the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, dealing with this situation is going to take a major load off. Like, it's got to be dealt with. Either phone and say you don't want this job, or tell your partner the truth that you haven't been going to work, or make this decision if you're going to stay home or not go back to work. Maybe, you know, we can look about going to a doctor and seeing if you can get some kind of note, or I don't know what a person could do, but either way, I don't know if this one's going to come out. It's going to have to be nipped in the butt soon. Good luck.